Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 32 of the Detroit Lions franchise here on Madden NFL 21. Today, our 1-1 Detroit Lions play host to the 0-2 Seattle Seahawks. But before we begin, we have an X-Factor chance for Kenny Golladay, our star wide receiver. He has a chance to break out against Seattle. He just needs 4 touchdowns or 200 yards. So that is the big story in this game. But it is Monday Night Football here at Ford Field as Mike Zimmer takes the field with his squad facing another new coach on the season, Bill O'Brien of the Seattle Seahawks. Pete Carroll retired in the offseason, and Bill O'Brien took over and is off to a rocky start, 0-2. But this is still a very talented Seattle team. They still have Russell Wilson, KJ Wright, as well as Tyler Lockett. They are dealing with some injuries, especially to Chris Carson, but they are willing to go and are still a tough team to beat as we kick it deep into the end zone. Russell Wilson will take the field. If you're excited for this one, make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Here's Russell Wilson on the season, 501 yards through 2 games, 5 touchdowns, 3 picks. Very rare for him to have more interceptions than games, but we'll see what Russell Wilson can do. First play, they're going to come out bunched to the left. Russell Wilson drops back to pass and actually throws it away right side, overthrows his receiver. So now 2nd and 10 in the shotgun. Russell Wilson rolls to his left, throws across the middle, and that's a nice completion before being knocked down by Tavai. Tyler Lockett, the man to watch for this game. He had 8 catches, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns in their loss last week. On the new set downs, here's a pass across the middle. It's caught by Lockett again. That makes it 2nd and 4. Brings a blitz, Detroit does. It's picked up, and this pass is on target to the left side. That is Okudah in coverage, but it moves the chains. But Seattle will go backwards once the chains are moved. False start on the right tackle. Makes it a 1st and 15. Seattle's going to pass on 1st and 15 across the middle. There's a receiver again before being brought down by Justin Coleman. Makes it 2nd and 7. Here comes a blitz by Seattle. He gets it left side. That pass is caught. Thought Coleman might have got a hand on it, but it is nonetheless caught. Making it now 1st and 10. Here's a first handoff to Rashad Penny, who is the starting running back this week with Chris Carson out. 2nd and 1. Quick pass for Russell Wilson. Rolls to his left. He's going to check it down to his tight end, Will Disley, who gets by a defender and fights all the way to the 10-yard line. Seattle moving on their first drive of the game. Here they go, 2nd and 9 to Disley again. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. They strike first here. First touchdown of the day. It is now 7-0 as Matthew Stafford takes the field for the first time. 417 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He had a very good game last week against New York, looking to recreate that here against Seattle. They're going to come out spread look here, 1st and 10. Going to throw it to Hawkinson, and that one's incomplete. And if you look at it again, it literally goes right through his body. Thanks, Madden. You just robbed me of about a 15-yard play. Nonetheless, now 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff, DeAndre Swift trying to get the run game going. They were very successful last week in the win against New York. And now 3rd and 7. Stafford looks across the middle, and that pass is batted down into the hands of Hawkinson. He drops it, though. So the Lions punt. Here is Seattle once again with the ball, and this is another awkward play as Penny kind of gets tackled, and he kind of floats in midair here and then falls to the ground. So 2 very weird Madden plays in the early going. Nonetheless, though, 2nd and 9 here is Russell Wilson in the pocket. This time he's going down. Deshaun Hand puts Russell Wilson in the dirt for his first sack of the day. 3rd and 16 now. Taking the snap is Seattle. Russell Wilson is going to try to scramble before he breaks a tackle in the pocket and has Rashad Penny downfield way into Detroit territory to the 45 before being brought down by Trufant. That is a play you cannot let happen if you're this Detroit defense. This pass defense has also really struggled through 2 games, especially on these passes across the middle. Linebackers Tavai and Collins have struggled mightily in coverage, as you can see another catch for Seattle. 1st and 10, Penny's going to try to bounce it outside. He's met by Tavai, as well as Anthony Levine Sr., our new free safety. 2nd and 15, running back motion out to the left. Now empty set, quick pass to the right side is caught by Tyler Lockett. and it'll move the chains again. Now Seattle's in the red zone. It's a read option play, and Wilson's going to take out the middle. Somehow he finds the end zone. Touchdown Seattle. Don't know how Russell Wilson did it, but it is now a 14-0 game here at the end of the first quarter. Detroit in a pickle as they don't want to go down in a route here. They're going on 3rd and 3, handoff to Kerryon Johnson. His first carry of the day, picks up a first. So now 1st and 10 in Seattle territory. Stafford drops back in the pocket, has nobody open, tries to force it downfield. Lucky it's not intercepted by KJ Wright. 2nd and 10, handoff this time Johnson. He's hit hard, nice brutal hit. As that makes it 3rd and 6, trying to set up a screen pass for Swift. And he's actually going to have the first down a little bit more as DeAndre Swift out to the 25. That gives Detroit a new set of downs. Swift stays in the game. He's going to get the handoff here up the middle. He's actually blasted again. It's 2 hard hits by KJ Wright. 2nd and 8 now. Stafford trying to look for something to pass. He barely gets the throw off, as that is ruled incomplete. Now 3rd and 8. Got to go spread out again, 4 wide receivers. Stafford tries to get it across the middle, and he's lucky he's not picked off again. Looking for Cordell Patterson downfield, and Detroit will settle for a field goal, get their first points of the ball game. It's now 14-3 Seattle. 1st and 10 now here for Seattle. They're going to try to set up a screen of their own to Rashad Penny, and this is going to work for them. He gains about 9 before being brought down by Levine. 2nd and 1. It's going to be a fake to Penny. Russell Wilson wanted to take his shot deep downfield, and it's off the hands of his receiver, Lockett. Okuda got away with one there, as that he was beat, but got lucky. 3rd and 1, handoff. Penny breaks a tackle of Romeo Okwara, and he's off to the races inside the 25-20. Missed tackles, touchdown Seattle. It is a huge run there for Rashad Penny, as a broken tackle leads to points. It's now 21-3 here, Seattle. There is a big hit once more on DeAndre Swift. Feel bad for him in this game. 2nd and 8. Stafford looks right side. Pass to Patterson is caught. Cordell Patterson with a nice grab, as the Lions try to stay in this one. 1st and 10 now. Blitz picked up by Seattle. Galladay to the left side. He's been relatively quiet so far. He's been covered by Trey Flowers on that play. 1st and 10 as that ball is knocked down. Beautiful play. Seattle has way better linebackers than we do. Now 3rd and 9, trying to look downfield for Amendola. That pass is knocked away. Jamal Adams, the former Jet, knocks that one away from Amendola. Has 2 AFC East rivals on that play. 1st and 10 for Seattle. There is an illegal block in the back, so that big run is wiped away, but it's still going to be a 1st and 4. Very interesting combination. Don't see that very often. They're going to fake the jet sweep, and Penny's met in the backfield. Danny Shelton explodes through the line. I haven't said his name much this season. Makes it now 2nd and 6 for Seattle. Russell Wilson's going to pass forward. He's going to have his man short. DK Metcalf gets close to the sticks. Not going to give it to him. But now 3rd and 2, handoff Penny. He's met, but he fights through the tackle of Coleman and picks up the first down. Detroit Lions' 3rd down defense has looked absolutely awful to begin this year. Here on 1st and 10, Russell Wilson runs right into the arms of Romeo Okwara, who gets that easy sack. Making it now 2nd and 15, 3rd and 10. Metcalf motions closer to the formation. They're going to throw right side. That ball is batted way up in the air and falls to the turf to go to the 2-minute warning. Lions want to put more points up on the board, down by 18. They're going to start a 1st and 10 screen pass to Swift that's beautifully covered, and he only gets 1. 2nd and 9 now. Stafford looking to pass forward again. He's going to check it down to his man TJ Hawkinson, who gets to the 39 of Seattle, so on the very fringe of field goal range. Still plenty of time though for Detroit. There's a blitz picked up nicely. Tries to get it to Hawkinson. That pass is batted away, making it 2nd and 10. Still in this 3 wide receiver formation. Stafford looks right side. Tries to get it to Patterson. That pass is broken up. Good coverage. Makes it 3rd and 10. Stafford looking in the pocket. Hit as he throws. Looking to go deep for Patterson. It falls to the turf in the end zone. And Detroit will try to kick a field goal 56 yards out. Prater knocks it right down the middle. It's 21-6 Seattle as we head to the half. Detroit looking to avoid a route here on Monday night. Will they be able to do it, or will Seattle pull away here in the second half? We'll have to find out on the flip side of the halftime. Now it is the last game of the week, so all the scores are final. We'll take a look at a couple of them after the game like we usually do, but you can see the Bears beat the Falcons. That is the team we play next, so the Bears will be coming off a win. Question is, will we be coming off a win? We'll have to find out here in the second half. Detroit starts off with a football, still trying to get this run game going. It's been relatively unsuccessful. Seattle has had a very stout run defense here. Now on 2nd and 5, Kerryon Johnson gets the handoff. He powers through, doesn't quite get it. Setting up 3rd and inches. Swift back in the game. He does get it, and he actually gets a lot more than just inches as he gets all the way to the 50 of Seattle. Well, actually in midfield, so there really isn't nobody's 50. But nonetheless, a 1st and 10. Try to hand off to Swift again. Shooting the gap. There is KJ Wright. No, that's Bobby Wagner. I've been calling him Bob. It's KJ Wright the whole time. Sorry, Bobby Wagner shooting the gap, making a play. And now on 3rd and 8, Bobby Wagner again makes the play. He knocks that one away from TJ Hawkinson. This Seattle defense, specifically Bobby Wagner, has been a problem all game. Now Seattle has the ball. There is Penny knocked down hard by Okudah with some nice run defense. 2nd and 8 now, tries to get it right side. Coleman with the pass breakup. So a little bit of a better pass defense here in the second half to start. 3rd and 8 now. Russell Wilson looks across the middle. That's not going to be it, though, as he finds his man DK Metcalf in, where do you think? The middle of the field once more. So a new set of down here for Seattle. Russell Wilson looking to pass, now going to scramble to his left. Slides down, but not after picking up a gain of about 9. So a very easy 2nd and 1. What's Seattle going to do here? They're actually going to try to pass forward. Detroit brings a blitz, and that ball is lucky. It gets to the turf for an incomplete pass. So now 3rd and 1, still trying to pass forward. Quick pass, though, down the middle of the field again. And that is going to move the chains once more. Chris Conley with the reception. Makes it 1st and 10 now as Seattle runs it right side. Penny will fight through the tackle of Trufant. Making it 2nd and 6. Pistol formation now for Seattle. Quick pass again to Will Dissly. Missed tackle. Dissly inside 15 down to the 10 before being brought down by Tavai. Will Dissly's had a huge game like most tight ends have against us. 1st and 10. Here's a pass right down the middle of the field. Tavai tries to tackle Conley, but he's in the end zone for a touchdown. Seattle takes a 28-6 lead. Detroit has to do something with the football here. 1st and 10, well off target. A little bit of miscommunication there. Makes it 2nd and 10. Trying to set up a screen for Swift. He's going to get it. He's going to get the 1st down. He's going to get a lot more than just the 1st down as he gets out to the 43. Swift very involved in the offense through these first 3 weeks of the season as they try to get him in space where he can create some yardage. 1st and 10 here is Hawkinson across the middle. Nice pass by Stafford. A nice catch as he had the defender draped all over him. 1st and 10, Stafford on a quick slant. There's Amendola. Amendola is going to get inside the 30 of Seattle. Down to the 25, this Detroit Lions. Back almost in the red zone. The first set of downs, Stafford's going to roll out to his right, try to throw across his body. Dangerous pass. Swift somehow makes the catch, though, and gets down to the 10. Very awkward play. It gets bailed out by DeAndre Swift, who has his 4th catch of the day. So a new set of downs from the 10. They're going to hand off Swift. He's going to run it right side, pick up about 6. Setting up a 2nd and 3. Now a new Ty Johnson checks in the game, and Ty Johnson finds the end zone. Touchdown Lions. Ty Johnson, you don't see him get the carry much, but he makes the most out of his first carry of the season as he gets his first career touchdown. So that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Seattle leads 28-14, 2-score lead going into the final frame. It's 3rd and 2 for them. The handoff to Penny, and he's going to fight forward for the 1st down. So it makes a new set of downs. Lions defense continuing to struggle on 3rd downs. 1st and 10, Russell Wilson rolling out to his right. He's actually going to be sacked. Trey Flowers and company is there, making it 2nd and 12. So a loss of 2 here. Russell Wilson's going to pass, and he's going to have his man right side, making it a short 3rd and 3. Penny to his left. It's a read option again. Russell Wilson's going to take it up the middle once more and pick up the first before being brought down by Flowers. So now 1st and 10, they're going to try to hand off to Penny, try to drain a little bit of clock, but he's met by Anthony Levine. 2nd and 7, now going to go empty set. Russell Wilson looks left side. He has his man Will Disley in front of Justin Coleman for another first down. Now another first down passers with Disley again up the seam. This time he beats Tracy Walker in man coverage, and he has 8 for 97. Tight ends have been a huge problem for this Detroit pass defense, and now Penny stiff-arming a man to the ground on 1st and 10. That was a very impressive 3-yard run for now 2nd and 7. Wilson rolls to his left. He's going to be met by a defender, and he's actually going to lose the football. Jamie Collins with the strip. Romeo Okwara with the recovery. That could just be what the Lions need right here. Now 1st and 10 across the middle. There's Amendola for a first down. Nice gain of about 10. Lions, 5 minutes to go in this one. Stafford's going to look. He has Amendola again. And Amendola's absolutely laid out. Jamal Adams destroys him. And Adams picks it up. And it's Seattle ball again. Gotta hate enforcer big hitters in Madden. 1st and 10 now from their own 48. Seattle with the football once more. And what a catch by Will Disley. Absolutely mossed Tracy Walker as he's well above 100 yards receiving. 4:30 left to go in this game underneath center. Single back. Looks like it's going to be a draw to Penny. He's going to fight through Okwara once more and pick up a brutal gain of about 4. 2nd and 6. Russell Wilson still throwing here. There's Disley again in the middle of the field. Jamie Collins there. And Tracy Walker has actually been moved to a sub-linebacker position. So it looks like Jelani Tavai heads to the bench. I see a lot more Will Harris in the secondary as Detroit tries to find any answer to this porous pass defense. 2nd and 1. Here it is again. There is a quick pass to Tyler Lockett. Beats Okuda in single coverage. Now makes it 1st and goal. 2-minute warning. Going to hand off to Penny. He's going to fight through Tavai into the end zone. Touchdown Seattle. As there is another score on the books, and this one kick the extra point, make it a 3-score game with less than 2 minutes to go. I think it's safe to say this one is over. Final score: Seattle wins this one 35-14 in Detroit as they drop to 1-2 on the season as Seattle moves up to 1-2. A lot of the same trends we've seen. Offense kind of stagnant and the pass defense absolutely abysmal. As we try to find any answer, like I said, we moved Tracy Walker to the sub linebacker, but it will be interesting to see how that goes going forward. This is a lot of a repeat, I feel like, of the week 1, not week 2 where we beat the Giants, but where we lost to Baltimore. But nonetheless, Seattle is still a good team. But if you want to make the playoffs and you want to win the NFC North, these are the games you have to win, as the Lions have struggled against the good teams and they beat the Giants. They now sit at 1-2 on the season. All is not lost, however, as it is still early on, but need to get something going. Kenny Golladay obviously did not get his breakout performance. He was relatively quiet today. As here is the week 3 game. Saw him at the half, but nonetheless saw Green Bay take the win. Chicago took the win as well. And then Minnesota, well, they beat Baltimore. So we were the only NFC North team to not win a game this week. Here's Chicago. They beat the Atlanta Falcons 32-10. Nick Foles had 281 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's starting to get another firm grip on his starting job now that he doesn't have Mitchell Trubisky looking over his shoulder once more. Roquan Smith, 15 tackles. And Khalil Mack, 4 sacks. I do not want to have to face him next week. Next game, New York Giants. They beat the defending Super Bowl champ Saints on the road 20-21. Trevor Lawrence, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. Phillip Rivers threw for 3 of his own, but did have 2 interceptions. Lawrence added another touchdown on the ground. As this New York Giants squad moves to 1-2, and the Saints trying their best to defend their crown, not looking the hottest so far this year. Kind of expected that, though, with the retirement of Breeze and Sanders and company. And lastly, we'll take a look at this game. The Cleveland Browns lose at home to the Kansas City Chiefs 24-21, as the Browns were your AFC representatives in the Super Bowl, but Kansas City could be your AFC representatives this year. So past 2 teams represent the AFC fought in a nice solid clash Wouldn't be surprised if you see them fighting again in the playoffs once more. Here's that change where we do move Tracy Walker into the sub linebacker position. I think Tavai has struggled mightily, and we tried to find any sort of consistency in that part of the pass game. Next week we do travel to Chicago to face the 1-2 Chicago Bears. And last year we split the series against Chicago. We beat them once and lost to them once, but the one time we did lose to them was week 1 last year, where Nick Foles was their starting quarterback. We beat them when they had Mitchell Trubisky at the helm, but Mitchell Trubisky is no longer in Chicago, so hopefully it will not be a repeat of last year. I do think we can get to this Chicago Bears squad. I think Nick Foles is not the best quarterback in the league, so if we can rattle him early, I think we could pull out with a win. But they do have plenty of solid players on defense, so it might be a grind it out where we need to establish the run once more. That'll be in the next matchup, but that'll end for this episode. I am going on vacation next week, so there will be no uploads. I'll be going to the mountains, just in a very small mountain house with my family for Christmas. So there will be no episodes, but when I get back, I promise I'm going to try to upload 5 days a week like I used to. It's just been hard with school and everything going on, just to find the time to do it. But I really want to, especially as we move closer to 200 subscribers. My goal for 2021 is to get back on that daily upload schedule. But thank you guys so much for watching this. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys' support. I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and look forward to having a good New Year. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.